Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 289. Nasdaq is off a $1.30. S&Ps are down 33. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kekstadt, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. You can reach Teddy every trading day, folks, at forex-trading-unlocked.com. That's forex-trading-unlocked.com. Teddy Kekstadt, what's going on, brother?
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Good, man. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
So we get a market. We get a little volatility out here.
Oh, I think that we have the beginning signs of a very big swing trading fourth quarter ahead of us.
Yes. So Can we start with the yen? I know you nailed that yen up to 114. What are you thinking now?
I think that right now that the yen is probably going to press this break a little bit. Especially with the oil market, with all the uncertainty with the hurricane trade ahead, as well as the Iranian sanctions. So I think that right now that trend is going to continue lower, especially if it stays below 113.
Okay. So, yeah, that was quite a run, man, that yen made. And, of course, what happened, folks, is that when that yen was going up there, the Nikkei went up really nice also, went up a couple thousand points. And as soon as the yen turns, man, that Nikkei goes south in about 2 seconds, man. It's pretty amazing. The correlation between that yen and the Nikkei is, like, intense, man.
Absolutely. And then now our stock market selling off doesn't help it either.
Right. So, our dollar, what are we thinking there?
I'm sorry?
The dollar, U.S. dollar.
The U.S. dollar right now, I think that the pound and definitely the yen are going to keep showing their signs of strength.
Okay.
I think that the Canada and the Australian dollar are probably going to stay under pressure. The Australian dollar may see a nice little bounce over the next week, but I think it's a rally to sell. I don't see any strength coming into the Australian dollar until oil gets some relief, which that right now, as long as we have this hurricane trade coming in over the next week, I don't see it happening. I just don't see it at all. I think oil is going to stay high.
Yeah. So in that context, then, I guess you're probably also saying that you don't see a bid in commodities, right? I mean, because
I don't.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nah.
Okay. Right. I got it.
Well, look. The one thing I've been looking at is like it's ironic. Gold right now. I mean, obviously, Tommy, you look at it every day. Like this range trade that it's stuck in. We have all these markets now that are popping, and gold just seems to just continue to drift.
It's almost turned. Tommy and I were talking about Bitcoin yesterday. How has it moved? Gold is almost the same type of deal.
Sure.
I mean, not as bad, but it's pretty close, man. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
The good news is that they haven't smashed it.
Right. Exactly. That's true.
Yeah. It's going to be wild, man. I mean, you know what's interesting is that every time the dollar, I'm talking just the dollar index in general, Teddy, it seems that, fundamentally, it should go a lot higher, man, but there's a seller that's like laying there at 95.5. It's like,
sure.
Sure.
Well, did you guys see how the PPI came out today?
Yes.
Well, okay, so now with that inflationary number and the interest rates the way they're going, tomorrow's CPI, I think, is going to be very relevant to where this trade is going right now.
Okay.
And if that goes inflationary as well, then I think you're going to see that the interest rates are going to get slammed again. And the currencies, I think the way they're trending currently, they'll continue that trade for another couple days into next week. The one thing I don't quite get is why the euro, this move right now, you would think the carry trade would start to come into play with the currencies. And right now, I think the carry trade is completely off the table right now. It's not even going to be talked about at all. I think it's driven more by these other factors, these other variables.
Now, are you talking about a yen carry trade or a different currency carry trade?
I'm thinking about just the dollar period against all currencies.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Cool.
That trade is completely off the table.
Yeah, that's intriguing, man. Because what we definitely have. I mean, we've had some volatility inside the currencies, but now it's gone from the currencies into the broad market. So
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think about these bonds?
The bonds?
Yeah.
I think they're really heavy. I think that right now they're going to continue this slide, especially like with this hurricane thing. And if the number tomorrow with the CPI, like I said, if it comes out negative, then I think that we're going to see a little bit more pressure because we have an inflation that's definitely showing signs. We don't need the Fed to tell us that there's inflation coming if those numbers are inflationary.
Right. You know, it's always so intriguing that it seems that everything we need has been going up forever. I mean, I don't care whether you health bills, school, food, really, I mean, good food, not garbage food in the middle of the aisle. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Has been going up forever, but yet the CPI hasn't. You know, so it's like, okay, you know, I guess at some point it's going to basically catch fire. And
well, I think it's when our corporation's going to not absorb that difference. You know, I think that right now they've been running on full throttle, so they've probably been letting the consumer get a break, if you will, and absorbing these costs, not passing it on yet, unless this trend maintains. So I think that might be what we're seeing. But like you said, when is it going to come eventually to the shelves? We'll see it every day.
Yeah, no, and I can see that's why these companies want to get so much bigger, because if they get bigger in scale, right, then they can basically bring expenses down. They don't have to go up on price. You know, so
Sure.
I guess we've been dealing with that for a long period of time. You know,
right.
There's no.
Or you can do what the German beer companies have done. They just sell the same beer here at the same price, but they give you like an ounce and a half less.
Oh, have they? Oh, that's. I remember when candy bars.
No more 12-ounce German beers.
That's good. I love German beers, man. I remember when the candy bars started that, right?
What, getting smaller?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah. I didn't know that the beers companies are doing that too. I'm gonna have to look at.
Well, they got smaller, and then they offer the king size and the double king size now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
To make sure Americans can get
We
over
all
this
know
shit.
that market, right?
Right? I know.
That's pretty good. Well, hey, listen, man. You know, you can see that. I don't know if you saw that when the CFO of Pepsi Cola, when they were asking him on that conference call, are you going to get involved with the cannabis business? He said no. The stock went down 1.5 points, like in
It's
about
like
a heartbeat.
3%.
And Coca-Cola is going to do it. It makes no sense that Pepsi doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
There's no doubt, man. It's like you're in that business.
Yeah.
You know,
And what I had said, Teddy, is that was the CFO or the
Yes,
CEO.
it was the CFO.
Not. It was not the CEO.
Right.
So.
He's probably going to get fired eventually.
That's what I was saying. I was saying, you know, I just don't think that's his place to concretely answer that question.
Right.
Most times, when you're a chief whatever officer of a publicly traded company, especially something as big as Pepsi, you're aware enough to deflect questions without answering them. And it's so simple. That's something we're looking at, and we're going to consider all options in the future. Boom.
Right.
Problem solved.
Yeah, it went from 111 to 107.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty intense.
Yeah, that's still, but just back at 109. Yeah.
Pretty amazing, man.
Yes.
So, what are you looking at for the rest of the week, Teddy? What do you think?
I think right now, like I said, I'm waiting until tomorrow morning.
CPI.
And I'm also looking for the weekly closes, because with all these numbers, once they're out, we'll have a weekend to digest it. And then I'm looking to set the weekly trades after this Friday. But really, like I said, I think that if you have the same reaction with CPI as you did with PPI, you're going to see the trend continue into next week. If we get some kind of reversal, well, then that would be a different story. I think there's heat on the table yet going into next week.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, we appreciate the update. We look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You too, guys. Take
Thanks,
care.
Teddy.
Thanks so much. Folks, you can catch Teddy at forextradingunlocked.com. Tommy and I come right back.